So here we are again, and this time we're in the woods. And what I want to do is get the closest I can get to aerial photography. So probably see there I've got my climbing kit, and I'm going to take myself up a nice big beech tree that I've got up near the top end of the woods, just so I can get a nice view out before it comes fully into leaf, hopefully over the field. I'm not sure exactly, because there's quite a lot of wood below the tree, but there is an ash tree which will be better suited, but the lowest branches are so high that it would be too hard for me to throw a rope over to then ascend. So we are going up there. About to start the climb up the tree. I've got myself all harnessed up. I'm going to leave this one running. Sort of in the crown of the tree now. There's a way to go. I'm going to go up further to get a better view, but yeah, come up there. So it's all quite good really up here. It's quite nice. I wanted to climb it this morning because we're due to get some more rain this afternoon, and I thought, well, if I do bramble and clearance and stuff like that this afternoon, hopefully I can get the fire stoked up before the weather comes bad again, and then it will just keep going anyway. So yeah, we'll climb on a bit further. Well, if I'd have been a week earlier doing this, I'd have got a better view from where I've got to. There's about, above my head, there's probably about another 8 feet of tree. So that's probably about 8 foot up to the very top there, but I'm still pretty pleased because if I spin you around over here, you got a nice view down there over my woodland. So you can see the ash trees haven't come into leaf yet. The hawthorns are all leafed up. The cherry, as I said earlier, that's all in blossom nicely. Is there? I mean, there are field maples down there, there are sycamores coming out in leaf. You know, the poplars are just starting to think about it down there. So it's all good. A nice little view over back to the hills. And of course, out here lots of greenery with the canopy, hence why I'd have been able to see a bit better a week ago. So I've just paused on the way down, just because I've got a nice little view out from there. Got a nice little view, so I took a photo of that, and I did an embarrassing selfie which looks something like this. So yes, but generally speaking, being up this tree, generally speaking, it's in pretty good condition. This tree, it's nice, it's healthy. Like all trees of its size, it's got bits of decay, but nothing major, you know. And I mean, there's an example over there. Zoom in on that. You've just got the decay on that stem there. But what that's creating is habitat for little beetles and such like. So I'm quite happy with this tree. I'm very glad that it's here. I'm glad that it's let me climb it, and hopefully it's going to let me get back down safely to the ground. So here we are back down on the ground, safe and sound. As I said, this is a 35 metre rope, and I did make sure I checked it just before I came off the final branches just up above our head there. Just made sure I could reach the ground because it was looking a bit close. But yeah, so we've got 17.5 metres of rope up to the top of the tree, up to the nearest decent crotch at the top of the tree, and then there's probably, I would estimate, about 2.5 metres above that, so that's a 20 metre beech tree, which makes it 66 feet. So that's really useful to know. It's not useful, but it's interesting to know, because then from this beech tree I can ascertain sort of a rough height for other trees. So that's brilliant. That's fantastic. 66-foot tree. Now we're back down on the ground. Say goodbye to the tree. Goodbye tree. And get on with the more mundane activities of the day, which is a bit more bramble bashing. Right, I'm roped up for the second tree climb of the day because I'm dead chuffed. I've got all the bramble that I needed to cleared. So I thought, well, there's an ash tree that should give me a pretty good view of the field, so I'm going to head up that one. I've just got the ropes up to the first branch up there, and then I'm going to work my way up that limb that you can see in the middle of the screen now. So here we are, about as far up the tree as I'm going to go. We are probably about 12 foot from the top this time. I think that'll do. Over there in the middle of the screen now, that's the beech I was up earlier. So that's sort of at the top end of the woodland really, and I'm more down the bottom end now. So I've got a nice screen of hawthorns below me. I believe possibly there is a buzzard's nest. So I'm keeping an eye on that. Make sure it's left alone. So I've got a fence up that line, but I'm not going to do it yet a while. But from here we can see parts of the field. The bit down there you can see where I've mowed at the weekend, and you can see the bonfire pile. That bit there, the darker bit there, is all where the bramble was. So that whole patch, sort of centre of the screen now, that was all bramble. So I'm dead chuffed. I've cleared all of that. Over there you can see a pile of wood chip, middle of the screen there. I've got to move that for mulching my hedging plants. I need to get on with that. And you can just see over in the distance in the middle of the screen about there, that's the roof of my little van. It's over by the gateway. And then you've got fields beyond my bit. Sort of skyline in the distance. So time for me to do another embarrassing selfie up a tree.